Hello, today's Bible lesson is on Nehemiah. Nehemiah was a man who was captured. He was one of the captured Israelites. And what happened was he worked for this king and he was the cupbearer. So what Nehemiah's job was is that he was to sample all of the king's drinks. So if someone was to bring him a cup to drink, before the king would drink it, Nehemiah would drink it. Because what could someone do if they wanted to kill the king? They could poison the drink. And so at that time, Nehemiah's job was to take a sip of all of the king's drinks, and before he were to drink it. So they kind of had a bond. Well, Nehemiah asked the king if he could go and help rebuild a city. And so the king gave his blessing, even sent him some soldiers to go while he led this rebuilding of a wall. And so that's where our story is taking place today, is Nehemiah stands firm in building this wall. So Nehemiah continued to direct the workers in rebuilding the wall of Jerusalem. Sanballat and Tobiah came back again to make fun of Nehemiah and the workers. When the entire wall was joined together up to half its height, Sanballat, Tobiah, and other enemy leaders became very angry. They believed that if Jerusalem were rebuilt, it would threaten the importance of their cities. So they planned to attack Jerusalem and kill the people. Nehemiah prayed to God for strength and protection. He encouraged the Israelites by saying, "Don't be afraid of them. Remember God. He is great and awesome. Fight for your brothers, your sisters, your sons, your daughters, your wives, and your houses." From then on, each person worked with one hand on the wall and had a spear or a weapon or something in their other hand to fight or defend these people who were attacking them. Can you imagine trying to rebuild a wall and someone's trying to attack you? So you're working, but you're also defending. You're working, defending, working, defending. That's crazy. They slept during the night, but they also took turns so that someone was always on watch. Not only did Nehemiah stand firm in his decision to rebuild the wall and see that it was finished, but he also dealt with unfair treatment by others. He called together the nobles and leaders of the Israelites who had been taken advantage of their own people. He directed the leaders to return the land, olive groves, and houses that they had taken from the people. And he ordered them to repay some of the money, food, and drink. This would allow everyone to have what they needed so they could complete the work on the wall. As an example to others, Nehemiah lived simply, not building up great wealth for himself. By this time, the wall was almost finished. Sanballat came back again with Tobiah and others to try and stop Nehemiah. Sanballat asked Nehemiah to leave Jerusalem to meet with him. Nehemiah refused, knowing that his enemies meant to do him harm. But that didn't stop Sanballat. He kept insisting that Nehemiah come, but Nehemiah kept saying no. After the 5th time, Sanballat sent Nehemiah a letter by special delivery. Almost everything Sanballat had written in the letter was a lie about Nehemiah. During all this time, Nehemiah continued to pray and ask God to strengthen the Israelites so they could stand against their enemies. Sanballat and Tobiah then hired a man to try and trick Nehemiah. The man told Nehemiah, "I've heard that some men are coming at night to kill you. Let's go hide in the temple." Nehemiah answered boldly, "Do you think I would run away from the enemy? No, I will not go from here." and I will not go there." If Nehemiah had listened to the man and hidden, Nehemiah's enemies would have called Nehemiah a coward. Then they would have tried to convince the people to stop working on the wall. The wall was quickly being built. Nehemiah was glad he had stood firm and trusted in God's protection. He was glad he had stood against Sanballat and the rest of the Israelites and Nehemiah to finish the task. Amazingly, after 52 days of working, from morning until evening, the wall was completed. Jerusalem was once again a protected city. Even the people who lived outside the city realized that God had helped the Israelites complete the task. Nehemiah and the Israelites thanked and worshiped God. They celebrated with a special feast and made a new covenant with God. Now on Friday, we're going to take a test. Now, am I really testing you? No, it's what we've been doing all year. So all year we've been taking a test together, because in 3rd grade, you have to take a test each Friday on the Bible lesson. So 2nd grade, we're taking a test each Friday, but we do it together so that we can learn how to take these Bible tests. They can be hard. So on Friday, be online or watch my video, because I will be going through the answers and the test, and we can do it together, because I'm sending home the Bible test with you, and you'll have it and I'll have it, and we could do it together on video. All right? Have a great Wednesday. If you have any prayer requests, please let me know. I would love to pray with you. I know we have so many people in our personal lives. Maybe you have some people in your personal lives that have COVID and are struggling. Let me know so I can pray for them. I spent this morning praying for some of our families with COVID, and I would love to include you guys in my prayers as well. So please let me know. Love you all, and I miss you.